Good morning. Today is section 42, verses 24 through 46. And it's going through commandments. More commandments. And then also it talks about healing. But there are two things that that they talked about in the podcast. Verse 36, it's talking about a temple, and they said in the podcast that, well, they quoted somebody, and I can't remember exactly who, but it's harder to make a temple people than it is to make a temple. Would you not? Not a toy. Stop. And again, just an internal question to think about what is a temple people and how do you build them. And then there was something else. Oh yeah, the law of consecration, which we talked a little bit about yesterday. Would you not, honey? Okay. It just goes through kind of in the Ludlow, not verse by verse exactly, but commandment by commandment. And, you know, it's like, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not speak evil of thy neighbor. Speaking evil of one is classed as a sin against the law of the gospel. In the podcast, they talked about this. They talked about this, but I didn't take any notes on this section. But I believe I wrote in my scriptures after this one that so much of the world's problems is because people speak evil about each other. You know, what would the media be like if they didn't hound this political person or that political person? You know, if people would just mind their own business and not spread gossip or, you know, their opinions, their evil opinions about someone, the world would be so much better and better off. And then in verse 42, thou shalt not be idle. And Joseph F. Smith says, there is such a thing as encouraging idleness and fostering pamperism among men. Men and women ought not to be willing to receive charity unless they... unless they are compelled to do so to keep from suffering. Every man and woman ought to possess the spirit of independence, a self-sustaining spirit that would prompt him or her to say, when they are in need, I am willing to give my labor in exchange for that which you give me. No man ought to be satisfied to receive and to do nothing. So, you know, he's just given us some moral laws. You know, you think, okay, well, I do work, I have a job, I work really hard, and I'm not idle. But then you think about your downtime and how you spend that, and would you not, honey? Anyways, I think that's where I'm going to end it for today, because this little one also started sleeping on the floor. We were up till like 2. Alright. That was DNC 42 verses 24 to 46. Alright. Say goodbye, family.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.
Later.
Love you.
Love you.